Hi there! Today I would like to talk about the first episode of A Mob Doctor I've recently watched. I'm not gonna keep you intrigued and just say that in my opinion it was very bad. So the show is about a young, ambitious surgeon from Chicago, Dr. Grace Devlin, who is moonlighting for mafia to pay her brother's gambling debt. And some would think that this idea could actually work if creators would concentrate on showing how her moral standards, beliefs and values are questioned and contradicted by her actions as she gets more and more engaged into mafia's business. I hope to see a story of a good person swallowed by her surroundings, where the evolution of a character is the central thing in the series. But that's not what the show creators had in mind, apparently. The main character, Grace, is already deeply connected with mafia through a friend of her family, Constantine, her ex-boyfriend, and her brother, naturally. So her principles are already far from those of an average person. "I'm not a typical doctor," she says in the beginning of the show. And this is especially easy to see as she doesn't kill a former gangster who agreed to testify against the mob boss Paul Moretti, the one Grace is working for. But later in the episode, to avoid Moretti's punishment, she tricks him to come to Constantine's house. And as she did that, of course she realized that Moretti will be killed in there. So in the end, what's the difference? Who of these two had to be killed? The main issue of the show is a lack of focus. I guess the writers thought that since we're already merging House and Sopranos, why not take components from every other show on TV and put them in? As a result, in the end, we have a bunch of poorly written, disconnected pieces, like Grace's conflicts at work, for example, then her love story with another doctor whom she manipulates as it goes, possible love triangle as we meet her ex, then weak medical procedural elements, cool tools we've already seen in CSI, issues with Grace's family, not the least of which is her mother's cancer, of course murders, and even a car chase. I'm sorry, but most of it has to be dropped. You can't appeal to everyone by simply adding as much of different stuff as you can. It's impossible to concentrate. And since they've made Dr. Devlin so cold and distant, I suggest the melodrama is eliminated as soon as possible. It's just painful to watch. The only question now is if Josh Berman and Rob Wright, the creators of The Mob Doctor, can do something to improve the situation. I'm afraid that by adding all of these distracting elements, they are simply hiding their incompetence. Can we actually create a real multi-layered female character, to say nothing of portraying medical and mafia environment, which not many of us actually know about? I guess we have to wait and see. So far, the show is not that great, but in any case, I'm going to continue to watch that just in case it's gonna improve. Thank you for watching.